In 1844, the first foundation stone was laid and the commencement of the building of the North Wales Hospital started. And in 1848 it was finished and opened. Over the years, from 1848 to 1995, when the hospital closed, there were obviously a lot of patient deaths. So, where were the patients buried? Now, a lot think they were buried by the chapel. The purpose-built chapel, which you can't see from here, but it's in the trees there. That's the second chapel. The original chapel was above the front door and the front buildings there. If you see the front door in the centre of the shot, the chapel was above that, but it was too small. So what they did was, they built a chapel at the back there behind the morgue and the isolation hospital, which you can just see in the foreground there. You can't see the chapel from here, but it's in them trees there. That's where the chapel was built. For 200 people get in that chapel. And a few think that the patients were buried somewhere around the chapel, but they weren't. There was no patients buried in the grounds of the North Wales Hospital. But like I say, obviously from 1848 to 1995 there were a lot of patient deaths, but not a single patient was buried in the grounds. They were buried up until the 1880s in the Denbigh Parish Cemetery, which is St Marcellus, which I will show you later on in the video. And from 1880 onwards, they were buried at the Denbigh Cemetery. And at the Denbigh Cemetery, there's a plaque commemorating the deaths of the patients of the North Wales Hospital, which I will show you that again later on in the video. So just to confirm, there was no patients buried in the grounds of the North Wales Hospital. So the next, I'll take a walk. It's right across town. It's a couple of miles from here to Denbigh Parish Cemetery, which is St Marcellus or Eglwys Wen or Whitchurch. It's the church with 3 names. And then later on, at the end of the video, I'll pop along to Denbigh Cemetery and I'll show you the cemetery and I'll show you the plaque commemorating the patients. So let's have a look at St Marcellus. So here we are at St Marcellus. St Marcellus, the original parish church, or Eglwys Wen or Whitchurch. It's got 3 names. So this was the original parish church. So up through the gate. So from 1848 to 1884, this is where the patients of the North Wales Hospital were buried. Now this is the old section, and that's the new section there. You can tell the old section, the old headstones, and over there that you can see the black and grey, like the granite and marble and what have you. So yeah, like I said, from 1848 till 1884 there were 778 patients from the North Wales Hospital were buried here. Because like I said, over the years from 1848 to 1995 there were many deaths. From in the early years of the hospital, the patients from 10 o'clock at night until 6 in the morning, they were locked in. There was no staff, no doctors, no nurses. There was no one, no staff at all. The patients literally were just locked in their wards and locked in the hospital, and the front gates were locked. They were literally just locked in. And many a morning they'd open up and they'd find there'd be, for various reasons, there'd be a few patients that'd be dead. Those were in the early years, and then they were staffed at night then. So this is the old part of St Marcellus, or Eglwys Wen, or Whitchurch, whatever you want to call it. Is the actual church itself there. And I'll just give you a quick look at the new section. Like I say, you can tell by the stones. This is the old section here, and there's St Marcellus, and just the other side of the wall there. is the modern or the new part of the cemetery. So yeah, just to recap from the early years, 1848 until 1884. This is where the patients were buried, and from 1884 onwards they were buried at Denbigh Cemetery, which I will show you at the end of the video. Just give you a quick look. This is the old section, as I call it. You can immediately tell because the old gravestones, there's no granite or marble stones at all. Well, just the odd one. But I'll just show you. Hopefully there's no one here paying their respects, because I don't want to film them if they're laying flowers and things like that. Respect their privacy, but there's no one here. Not that I can see. No one here. So this is the new section. So just to recap, from 1848 until 1884, 778 patients were buried. It'll be in the old section, which I'm standing in now. And from 1884 onwards, they were buried at Denbigh Cemetery. So let's take a look at Denbigh Cemetery. Right, this is Denbigh Cemetery, as you can see there. So from 1884 onwards, this is where the patients were buried. And as with St Marcellus, there's an old part, as I call it, and a new part, or the modern part. You can tell by the stones. This is the old part down here. Got the old stones and old stonework for the gravestones, and on this side is the modern side. So I'll have to make this a bit quick. It's absolutely chucking it down. So I'll show you the commemorative plaque just behind this tree here. Wow, it's rain. I put the mantle there, it was nice and sunny. So I'll have to do this a bit quick. Hopefully it might be a bit sheltered. So there you can see the plaque there in front of me there. Got a bit of shelter under this tree. Wow, sudden shower. But yeah, as I say, this is Denbigh Cemetery. From 1884 onwards, up until 1995 when the hospital was shut, this is where the patients were buried. Now I don't know how many patients were buried in this cemetery, but I will show you the plaque now. Bit of shelter. The Denbigh flower show is going on, if you can hear the noise in the background. But this plaque commemorates the patients of the North Wales Hospital Denbigh who have been buried in its vicinity. Grant unto them, O Lord, eternal rest, and may light perpetual shine upon them. So that's nice today. So thanks for watching another Denbigh mental video. North Wales Hospital Denbigh Asylum, known locally as the mental. 25 plus years I've been documenting the mental now, and I ain't going to stop anytime soon, come rain or shine. So thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you again.